Like, you know, the way you have to do everything for yourself as a single person living alone, like just making a cup of tea. I want someone to come over and make me a coffee or something, you know, and you have to do everything yourself, and like everything, all the chores, all the problems with the house or whatever you have to do, everything's by yourself. And then you have to lift your own spirits when you want to go out. You can compliment yourself all you want, but you want to hear it from someone else as well, don't you? You want to hear it from a man. At least I do. I want a fella to say, God, you're gorgeous. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Like, I know that anyway, but I want to hear it from someone else, because I tell myself enough times that I'm great and that I'm L'Oreal worth it. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Dating, Laughter and Disasters with me, Lulu Johnson, a show that's all about the highs and lows of modern dating. And on this podcast, we're laughing about it. Joining me on the show today is not only Sailor Moon herself, but Chinihi. Welcome, darling. How are you?
Hello. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for making the long journey to Weissensee on a Wednesday night.
I mean, of course. I mean, for this, definitely.
Thanks.
You have a very lovely place. I love it.
Lovely home. Thank you very much indeed. I'm really like melting into this hat, lad. It is so tight, but I'm loving the horns. I've never felt so horny. Couldn't resist that one, but Jesus Christ. Chinihi, can we talk about, it's a Halloween special actually. We're dressed up. Yeah, for those watching.
I think for the time that this is out, it will be about the Halloween time.
Yeah, I'm going to put it out, I think, on the 28th, which is a Tuesday. Yeah,
so we thought, why not?
Why the hell not? Yeah. I love Halloween. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. And I love dressing up.
Yeah, and you know, I don't dress up anymore actually, and I miss a Saturday night getting the high heels, the hair straight, and the fake tan. This is back when I lived in Ireland, but now, you know, you go out on a Saturday night and you're wearing your day clothes, or your day runners, or your trainers, and there's nothing new. Like, when I've met you out, you're always exceptionally dressed.
Okay, so I'm actually sending a message to everyone, like, okay, so I understand the Berlin dressing standard is that, you know, like, I don't know, black leather, okay, that I get. But it doesn't mean that you have to be the same, you know?
True.
Everyone, you can respect that kind of style, but it doesn't mean that you have to follow that style, you know?
True.
Like, I know this is how people dress, but then I realized, you know, I actually like color a lot.
Yeah.
So this is what I decide. Okay, like, I understand this is you do you, and I'm just gonna be colorful, because in winter Berlin, it's real sad when everyone, like, it's like all gray outside, and everyone is dressing gray and looking gray.
Yeah.
And I feel like, no, I can't do that. Like,
you have to stand out from the crowd too, though, right?
You have to, to survive the entire winter. You need, like, I need those colors
for yourself too, right? For your own mood, to make you feel good.
Yeah,
true. Yeah, no, I'm like that too. Wait till I show you my jacket later that I bought last week.
Well, I know, like, I see your room.
It's like a splash of rainbow everywhere. Yeah. Oh, I need it.
This is exactly what the world needs, or this is what Berlin needs.
That's what Berlin needs.
Yeah.
Bit of color, bit of rainbow. So, Chinihi, for those who might not know you, tell the listener where you're from, how long have you been in Berlin, and what is your current dating status?
Okay, I'm originally from Taiwan, and I moved to Berlin, I believe it was 2016. That's when so I first studied in somewhere south of Germany. So after my studies, I moved to Berlin. That's like 2016 to start my finance career.
Nice.
And so I've been here ever since.
And what is your current dating status?
So I'm single right now, and I have a few candidates on the list, but nothing I would say too serious. They're like, as I said, in category C.
Yes, which I think, let's explain that. Do explain to the listeners, because before we started recording, you were telling me this ABC thingy. It's amazing.
Well, my friend actually told me that, and I think this is like a great way to kind of categorize the people that you are dealing with, or say, I called it the candidate pool, right? So you categorize them in A, B, C, and D. I'm sorry, only A, B, C. Category C's are the ones that only take one out of the boxes that you have, right? Only one. And then for the ones that takes more boxes, or say 80% of them, we put them in category B. And the ones that ticks all the boxes, we put them in category A. And well, so what I'm doing right now is that, well, because I'm single and I'm thinking, okay, I wanted to focus more on that. So I want to be on the momentum to fill in first the category C's. Not because I believe that they will jump from C to B to A, but that I need them to build a momentum to, get me to that energy, like, oh, you know, I'm wanted. And, a lot of people, like, I have a lot of things going on with me. I don't need to bear with any bullshit. I need that energy in me in order to attract more category B's that can potentially become that one category A.
But do these men know? Obviously, you're not telling them, hey, you're actually just in category C, I'm afraid. But like, do you tell them that you're just dating loosely, like you're not looking for anything serious? Would you say?
No, I'm telling them what I want. I'm saying I'm looking for I'm looking for something that I can build on, like a long-term relationship, and well, a potential baby daddy if you want, like that's what I tell them. Like, this is what I want. Does it fit to your, whatever that you are looking for right now?
Then, grand. And if it doesn't, would you just keep them hanging on just for your own kind of fun and validation, and so that you, as you said, so you get the energy to then move on to category B?
I mean, the thing is, you can keep them on, but you should never let them kind of disturb your energy. Like if that category C is starting to make you feel like, oh, why is he not texting me? Girl, get him out of the list.
Oh,
they are there to give you that energy, not taking your energy away.
How do you do this? Huh? How do you do it though? How do you not catch feelings or like get a bit obsessive or anything? Have you always dated this way?
This is where what I newly established, I would say, in the past 5 years. Of course, I have to go through exact the same stuff. I get attached with whatever, like once you sleep with someone, like I think most girls do. Like once you sleep with them, it's like, oh, are we actually perfect together? And then you start thinking about, oh yeah, we are gonna be good. Like he's gonna be a good baby daddy and a good husband. I can imagine how we get married and stuff.
The daydreaming happens instantly, doesn't it? And then you kind of give it a couple of days. It's like, oh, that was a crazy feeling.
So, like from after, like you've done that a few times, then you realize, okay, this is what I do once I sleep with a person. I start to,
fantasize.
I start to fantasize. Then that means, sleeping is a very important stage. Why did you give it to a category C?
Oh, snap. I love this. You should write a little guidebook. Chinihi's guidebook to dating, the ABCs to dating with Chinihi. Oh my God, you should do that. You should bring it out for Christmas. Really, you should do something like that. Even just like a little 5-page handbook. That would be brilliant. The ABCs of dating. That's smart.
I mean, this is kind of the reason why I say I wanted to like go into life coaching, because, like I think my like key or like our audience will definitely be women, because we definitely can relate. I've been through a lot of things that, I mean, everyone has, and I mean, I'm not trying to sabotage anyone, but just to give that power back. You got this.
Yeah.
We all do. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're very encouraging. It's great, actually. It's lovely. And that's what we need to do with each other. And that's why we're here, to encourage people to be nice, kind, and date and stuff. And oh God, this... I have to just loosen it. Yeah, I'm grand. Okay, I'm going to have to put it up here. Okay, I'm breathing a bit now. Lads, if you're enjoying the show, why don't you like, share, subscribe, and be sure to rate it on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever the hell you listen to this podcast. Back to the show. But today, Ginny, we're going to be speaking about ghosting, because it is Halloween, ladies and gentlemen.
It's perfect for Halloween, I think.
I think so. Sure, why not? Sure, what else would we be talking about? But I'll start with a story that happened at the weekend.
Okay, tell me.
This does involve kind of ghosting at the end, right? It's wild. This is a podcast exclusive, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to break this down. I was at a show with my friend. I'm going to call her Amy.
Uh-huh.
So Amy and I went to a show together,
Mm-hmm.
and she bumped into one of her friends who she hadn't seen for like 4 years. He was kind of a
Okay.
distant friend. They were never actually close. They had done a course together, but they had just started being back in touch.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happening there. So nice guy. I said to Amy afterwards, I says, oh, if straight and single, will you give him my number? Tell him I think he's cute. Because I got a good vibe off him. He seemed really nice,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So she did that, and then we go on a date. We had a nice date. He's German, so it wasn't the most exciting or
Yeah,
flirty
I
date,
know. I know.
right? But it was a nice chat. He seems really mature, seems like a nice guy. And we were texting that evening. We were texting the next day. And the next day I was going on holidays, and he wished me a gute Fahrt. Yeah, he wished me a good journey. And good Fahrt, yeah. And no, he didn't actually. Why are you laughing?
No, it's, oh my God. Guter
Gute
Fahrt.
Fahrt.
Oh.
No, but he did just say, "Oh, have a nice trip," and I was like,
Okay.
"Thanks." So the texting cooled off for 2 weeks. That we were both traveling, we were both out of Berlin. So I messaged him last week because I hadn't
Okay.
really heard from him anymore, and I said
Yeah.
to him, "Hey, I noticed that the interest has." I've noticed your interest has cooled down. I said
Yeah.
that's no problem. If that is the case, can you just let me know where I stand? And he responds saying, "Oh, I thought the same about you because you hadn't texted back since Friday." And I was like, "Oh, he noticed." But I was like, "Well, my family was in town. I told you I wasn't really around." So anyway, I said to him, "Well, in that case, we cleared the air, everything great. We were kind of starting again." And I said, "Well, look, if you're around at the weekend, let me know." And he's like, "Well, I'm just coming back from Warsaw. I've got things to do all weekend, but would love to keep it spontaneous. Would like to see you again because I'm interested in getting to know you."
Mm-hmm.
His words were, "I can't say too early on how this will turn out," but he said, "So if you're looking for like an exact goal and direction, I might not be the guy for you." And I was like, "That's fine. Like, I might not like you after the second date, but thank you for opening up this conversation. No problem." So that was Thursday. The following day was my live show that I had down in Neukölln. And
Mm-hmm.
on my way to my own show, he messaged me saying, "Hey, I might go to Amy's show." And I was like, "Oh, I'm actually heading to my own." And I said, "You can come there as well if you want." So I didn't hear back from him. Fine, got on with my live show, everything fine. And he came up to me at the end. He was actually had just come in at the very end of my show.
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, that's so nice to see you." You know, I'd said it to him. I was like, "Thanks for coming. It was so nice of you." Had a chit chat. I said, "Do you want to join us at the bar afterwards?" And he was like, "I'm actually just come out of yoga." He said, "I'm not, I'm a bit sweaty. I'm going to go home. I've got things to do tomorrow, but I wanted to just call in and say hi. Keep in touch," he said to me. And I was like, "Oh, cute, right?" So we text the next evening. Sunday comes and Amy rings me. And she said, "Lulu, what's been going on with you?" And I was like, "What? We've
It
been..."
sounds good.
Yeah, I was
No?
like, "We've been on one date. I met him
Yeah.
last night briefly, and we've been texting." And she
Yeah.
was like, "Well," she said, "I actually ended up going on a date with him last night." And I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Why did you do that?" So we had a phone call conversation, very mature chat. She was like, "This is what happened. He asked me out on Friday night." I was like, "You mean Friday when he came to me at my live show?" And she's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I saw him at my live show. He came to see me." She didn't know this. And I said to her, "Did you ask him, had he been seeing, like, about me?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "Have you seen Lulu?" And he said, "Oh yeah, we only met once." And I was like, "Well, Amy, let me tell you, let me send you the voice clips that he's been messaging me. Let me show you the text messages that he's been sending me where he said, 'I'd like to see you again. Yes, I'm interested. Let's meet, la la la.'" She texts back being like, so this is after our phone call. She texts me being like, "I feel so sick to my stomach." So the poor girl thought that something was happening with her and him. I thought something was happening with me and him. And turns out he was trying to play two friends at the same time. So I message him being like, "I've just spoken to Amy. Do me a favor, delete my number," because that was super disrespectful. And I've never heard from him since. This just happened on Monday, say. So it might sound a bit weird that my friend went on a date with him. We're not like close friends. We're like,
Uh-huh.
new, distant friends.
Yeah.
And I don't hold it against her for going on a date with him. And I'd said to her, if it was a coincidence that we both knew the guy and that we were both dating the same guy, I'd be like, "Whoa, this is crazy." Or if I didn't want to see him after the first date, I would have been like, "Yeah, you can also date him now. It's fine." But he knew that we knew each other. And I knew him through that friend, Amy. What a triangle.
This is okay. I appreciate Berlin for being so open, like make everything possible, but also this is a downside of being in Berlin. You have people like this who just have Yeah, literally no boundaries,
Yeah, no respect.
no respect, no, there is no line of what is okay and what's not.
Yeah. I mean, what an idiot! As if we weren't going to speak to each other. Do you know what I mean? Like I literally met him through her, and so because I'm a little fiery bitch, I
Okay,
got
what
on
did you do?
I got on Instagram and I posted up something. It was the next morning. I posted up saying something like, I really want to be gay. Can someone please help me be gay? I'm so sick of the men. And I said, even the most basic, average looking man has mistreated me. And I'm like, basically I called him out of being, he was so basic. He was bald and he had bad teeth. Do you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
even lowered my standards and still this bullshit happens. Like, do you know what I mean? So even this little basic dude thought that he could play the two of us. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely pathetic. He still follows me online. So he's seen everything. I was just being really petty.
I mean, it's. I think probably in his mind, he thinks it's still okay because like
Maybe, yeah.
it is to a certain extent. It's actually okay in Berlin.
Yeah, and for him, like, and he's not from Berlin, but he just gave off such good, what would I say, mature vibes. And then
I
he just,
know, I know. That's his loss.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I think
Seriously.
he's lost. Well, he's certainly lost me. I'm pretty sure Amy's not dating him now. I mean, we haven't been texting in the meantime, but yeah, he's lost the two of us. It's pathetic.
It's
And so that's what I'm all about, like trying to stay positive, but then you get all of this bullshit in your
but you
face.
just said it yourself. Why'd you lower your standard? You know he's not good looking. This is not what you're looking for. Like
Well-
it's not even category B. Does it tick even a box? I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
We don't-
okay,
We don't
nice.
talk about category D. That's out of the. This is out of line.
True, D-lister. Yeah, well, this is the thing, I suppose. I thought, well, he seems like a nice guy. He was very tall and very fit looking, has a nice smile, had nice eyes, but, wasn't my typical. But I just thought, he seems like a nice guy. I bet he's not cocky enough to mistreat me. That's probably what I thought. I thought he was a safe bet. Right?
This is also something I like. Kind of, I talked about this with my girlfriend too. Like how they look like, or even their appearance doesn't tell anything.
No.
Like they can be ugly, like they can be butt ugly and still disrespect you.
Yeah, it's crazy the amount of men this
So
year.
you might as well find a pretty one.
I know, this is the thing, exactly, because actually there was a guy in the summer as well, shorter than me, bald, not very good looking, but a nice guy that I'd known for a while. He also ghosted me. Like I met him 8 years ago originally, and I'm like, lads, would you ever fucking grow up? Like, do you know what I mean? I feel like they're probably the insecure guys. Yeah, they've got their own reasons, but that's my most recent ghosting story. Absolutely pathetic. Now, I wasn't expecting him to text back because I obviously called him out on his bullshit. Like, what's he going to do? Oh, I'm sorry.
What, like, even if he texts back, if he even have the audacity to text back, like, I would be curious what he's gonna say.
Yeah, he has nothing to say.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And what's that going to bring us? Like, exactly. Fucking idiot.
Like, duh. Okay. What else?
Yeah, like, what else can you bring to the table here, right? But just so pathetic to think that he could date the two of us and we wouldn't find out,
And that's his level.
Yeah, that's his level, exactly.
He didn't even think it through and just do it. I mean, it's
true. He is a D-lister right there. He didn't even make the ABCs. He is in D. He is outside the ring,
Yeah, exactly.
Bastard.
I mean, So I don't know. Like this is also kind of the reason why I kind of gave up on the Berlin market recently.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because I know, it's almost impossible. I'm not saying this is like no way you can't find anything. Definitely, there's some good ones out there, but the possibility is way too low.
Exactly.
And I would rather focus on someone that's not in Berlin.
That's why I went to Manchester recently. I'm looking further afield,
Yeah, like the ones on my category C's, they are all like not in Berlin.
Oh, exactly. Really? Where are you meeting them?
Well, it's a common friend that saw me, on her Instagram. Like, yay.
Nice.
It's like, oh, like I find you good looking. It's like, thank you. You can also come to Berlin. Tell me that. I would love it.
Tell it to my face.
Yeah. So I mean, to date someone that's not in your city, like, what I kind of need is that, okay, so look, you have to show me that you have the dedication to come all the way
Oh,
to my
nice.
city
Yeah.
and tell me what you just said. I'm pretty. You want to date me? Okay, do the fucking investment.
Do the investment, exactly. And where is
Yeah.
this guy from?
He's from the UK.
Oh, stop. I'm weak. I love the UK men.
I know.
They're
I mean,
cute.
I think he's looking cute, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but like, aside from that, there are a lot of things I know we don't have in common, but I just keep him there just to keep me, entertained.
A bit of conversation as well, right? Because it can be
Yes.
very lonely being single, and it's nice to just have a little pen pal, isn't it?
It's so nice to wake up looking at those texts. Oh, hi, pretty. How are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Now I see the game. So with getting a level C is almost to not have them close by. It's just to kind of be validated a bit. It's
Yeah.
okay to feel
And then
validation.
you walk out of the door, going on the street with that energy.
I like that. Okay.
I'm good, boy. What are you talking about?
Damn, I'm like scanning my phone book in my phone.
And
I'm
then
like,
it really changes your entire mindset whenever like people ask you like, how are you doing? I'm great.
yeah, true.
Great.
Yeah, you need that lift sometimes from the opposite sex, to be quite honest. It's nice to feel pretty and to feel attractive to the opposite sex, right? Because
Yeah.
as a single woman, I feel like I'm always lifting myself up because do you live alone?
I do.
The way you have to do everything for yourself as a single person living alone, like just making a fucking cup of tea. I want someone to come over, maybe a coffee or something, and you have to do everything yourself, and like everything, all the chores, all the problems with the house or whatever you have to do, everything's by yourself, and then you have to lift your own spirits when you want to go out. You can compliment yourself all you want, but you want to hear it from someone else as well, don't you? You want to hear it from a man. At least I do. I want a fella to say, God, you're gorgeous. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Like, I know that anyway, but I want to hear it from someone else because I tell myself enough times that I'm great and that I'm L'Oreal worth it.
I totally agree with you. Like, I don't mind living alone, but I also know this is like super lonely when you just close the door, like be all by yourself. Yeah. I don't even have a cat.
And that's why I have a cat, because I got lonely 3 years ago. I was like, well, I don't want to live with anyone else, and cats are low maintenance, so I got one. He's the best.
Low maintenance.
He is so low maintenance, it's insane. Like he washes himself. I've got the automatic food feeder. I just have to clean out his poop every day, and that's hardly anything.
I mean, the good thing is you have like a very big space for him to just walk around, and then also you are like home a lot.
I'm home all the time, to be quite honest. Like, yeah. But I love it. Like, no, I mean, I choose to be alone a lot of the time. I mean, like, I've been to the gym today. I go to the gym often, but I love coming home and just being a home bird now. I like going to the bars sometimes and drinking, but I love going home to my little baby, This episode is sponsored by Dalriata for all of your favourite Irish and British foods. Check them out now on dalriata.de or call into them on Vinstraße 32 in Prenzlauer Berg.
There was a guy that I was really attached to, I think back in 2023. I think that was the one that I would say that the closest to what I was looking for. And then I think at one point, like end of the year, end of 2023, beginning 2024, all of a sudden we just start to text less and then to no text at all. Like within a few months. And to be honest, I like it took me a while to get out of that.
Of course, yeah. But wait, did you message him to say, hey, what's up? And he just never responded again? Or you both ghosted mutually?
I realized what's happening. And then I asked myself, so girl, you have two choices. A, you text him back, you text him and try to see what's going on. Or B, you accept that you're just not that important to him and just move out. And if he texts back, then he texts back,
So like no answer is an answer is what you took from that.
Yeah.
You never spoke to him again?
No.
That's so sad. Because I'm the one that needs to get the final word. I'm like, oi, like what's going on? Where have you disappeared to, kind of thing. But one of my sisters would be like you. She'd be like, no, that's obviously the answer that he's given me. And I'm like, I'm too full of fire for that shit.
I know. I'm just like thinking, okay, so it's pretty clear because I know for a fact, if you want something, you'll fight for it. Like a man like that, you will fight for anything. So if the fact that you don't fight for it, it's a pretty clear message. all in all, I think what I want to like kind of message we wanted to bring out in the end is that okay, this is all the first time for anybody to be a human. So, like maybe sometimes you just don't understand what kind of impact from your own behavior, how it's gonna affecting the other person. Then that's why you ghosted, because you don't want yourself to be in the confrontation to do all that work and stuff. I get that. Then okay, you have done that once, but then in order to understand, from the other side, the other person or how they feel, you probably will have to experience that yourself
Yeah.
in order to know, oh wow, that's not a very pleasant feeling, isn't it? You have to kind of feel it yourself to understand this is not great. We shouldn't be doing that. And then um
True. I wonder, is it the ones that don't get ghosted end up being the ghosters? Because I don't ghost anymore because I don't like being ghosted. So I'm going to treat those the way that I would like to be treated, which is with respect. So maybe it's the ghosters have never been ghosted themselves.
I I I think like a big percentage of them probably have never, really feeling,
Or
never
yeah.
really like actually um had the feeling of being ghosted or
Yeah.
even yeah.
True. Maybe they just didn't feel any emotions to not being to not getting a response from someone.
Or say like if you have like a group of friends, they just think this is normal, that this is a normal behavior that
God, yeah.
I just
Maybe people are just disconnected from their feelings. And so they just don't see it as a problem with ghosting. Yeah, or people are just naturally meanies, but we need to end this on a good note. If you could give someone one piece of positive dating advice or relationship advice, what would it be?
a good relationship advice. Wow, this is a hard one. Let me think. Well, I mean, from my point of view, you have to really make sure, like you have to put yourself first at all times. It doesn't matter like how much you love that person, whatever, you can give all the love and everything, but in the end, you have to be happy first
Yeah,
in order to be a happy person to someone else.
yeah,
So if you don't feel happy anymore yourself, like in whatever situation, change it.
yeah.
Don't fucking just complaining, change it.
True. Yeah. Be proactive about the happiness in your life.
Yes.
Boom. Stunning. Right. We're going to wrap it up there. I feel like we've nothing else to say, have we?
Yeah, I think that's it. That's it.
Great. Brilliant. Well, I can't wait to take this hat off because it is
I know.
jigging. Look at the red.
I feel so bad for you for having that. Oh.
For having a fat head or for having a small mask. It's a bit of both. It's a small mask and I have a naturally fat head. I'm okay with that. Lads, thanks for joining us for a magical, spooky Halloween special. We'll see you next time on Dating, Laughter and Disasters. Bye.
See ya, bye.